A wise woman once said, "To the left, to the left." Me, I like to explore the possibilities of the right. You can call me an anarchist. I'd call it intuition. My name? Detective Inspector Arlington Bonor, Sr. My occupation? Hazardous. It all started on a Tuesday. A damp Tuesday. A really damp Tuesday. I had an incredible craving. A craving for justice. I'd also not eaten that day, so I also had a craving for something doused in gravy. I was called into the chief's office and assigned a high-profile case investigating the whereabouts of a mysterious man who'd been acting mysteriously. Tracking this man down has kept me up at night for months on end, tossing and turning and tossing. I found that somewhat mysterious. Every inch of my body aches with the pain of the unknown. The name of my target? He goes by many names. Some call him Jehovah, the Risen One, the Lamb, the Son of God. I just call him a pain in the ass. His last known whereabouts? On the back of a donkey. He could be anywhere by now. Speaking of the back of a donkey, this is my new partner, Jimmy John Jimmyson, a young whippersnapper hoping to work his way up the investigative ladder. He's got potential. Somewhere. Deep down. I guess it's up to me to find it.
Any leads yet, Mr. Boner?
Bonor, Jimmy Johnson, Bonor. I told you 27 times.
Bonor.
I did have a lead. I had a few. I do have a lead. I have a few. First off, his name is Jesus. Write that down.
Jesus. Mexican guy?
Must be. He's got a gang of 12 men that follow him wherever he goes. He must be paying them. He's gonna crack under intense question, and I don't care how special he is, I'm gonna find him.
That sounds like it's gonna be hard though, Mr. Boner.
Bonor. At this point, I wasn't sure if he was mispronouncing my perfectly acceptable name to intentionally irk me, or if that gunshot wound to his head last week had actually affected him. Somewhat. Can't imagine it'd be the latter. Now I want you to be focused in this investigation. You hear me, Jimmy John? No daydreaming. We gotta be like a pair of wise old men, following our lead, like a star in the sky. You understand?
I understand. I didn't understand.
The first clue. A pair of sensible sandals. A pair of sensible sandals. He was here. The bastard was here.
What is it, sir?
I don't know. Could be myrrh. Could be frankincense.
I'm having trouble spelling that one, sir.
Something isn't right here. This man wears sandals in the wintertime, Jimmy John, in the wintertime. I don't think we're dealing with just anyone here. Someone who can brave the world with chilly toes. I don't want to be on his wrong side.
Chilly toes.
This man is an enigma, Jimmy John. An enigma.
An enigma, Jimmy John. An enigma.
We need to figure him out, Jimmy, you hear me? Figure him out.
Figure him out, Jimmy. Figure him out.
What's that?
What's that?
Still cold. Son of a bitch.
You want me to warm that up for you, sir?
Not now, Jimmy John. I need to narrate. At that point, I knew I needed to narrate. I knew we were getting close to tracking this guy down. I could sense it in my bowels. I would not rest until I found this man. I would not stop until I had the little hippie in my hands. Or until I clocked off at 9 p.m., whichever came first. I watched on as Jimmy had a moment with a loaf of bread. He's always liked bread. With butter.
I wondered where all this bread could have come from. There was no sign of Mr. Baker, the local baker. I've always liked bread. With butter.
What do you think this means, sir?
Could mean anything. Could mean 5,000 different things. Deep down, I knew it could only mean about 140 different things, but For the sake of biblical metaphor, I decided to exaggerate.
I wasn't sure if 5,000 possibilities would fit in my notebook.
Good God, it's a woman!
For once, I think you might be right, Jimmy. What self-respecting man in this day and age would have his hair past his collar? What are we, French? No, this changes things.
Changes things? How?
Because
sir?
now we know he's a woman. Women are stupid. They're easier to find.
Excuse me, sir, but isn't that last statement a little sexist? We shouldn't exert our masculinity to make women feel less than or weaker than. If anything, we should empower those that will bear our children in the future. There is no scientific evidence that says that women are less mentally capable than men. So I just personally think that stupid isn't the best descriptor.
I don't like it when you talk, Jimmy. I don't like it. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! This is worse than I thought.
What do we do, sir?
Well, I need a minute, Jimmy John. These things take time. We gotta do some serious thinking. I love you, Jimmy John.
I love you too, sir.